Hello and welcome to the channel, and today on the channel I'm going to be talking about a brand new horror film now in theaters called Smile. Now this film is really generating a lot of buzz right now, but is it worth a watch? Before I get into my review, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, comment below your thoughts on this film, and also turn the notification bell so you never miss any review that I drop and I upload weekly. And now without further ado, let's talk about this new horror film. After witnessing a bizarre traumatic incident involving a patient, Dr. Rose Cotter starts experiencing frightening occurrences that she can't explain. Rose must confront her troubling past in order to survive and escape her horrifying new reality. The film stars Sosie Bacon, Jesse Usher, Kyle Gallner, Caitlin Stasey, Cal Penn, Robin Weigert, and was directed by Parker Finn and was written by Parker Finn, and is based on a short film called Laura Hasn't Slept. So Smile, I only watched a teaser trailer before going into this film, and I'm really happy that I did, so I didn't get to see all the scary parts that are actually in the trailer. And I think they did a really good job of actually marketing this film by actually placing smiley, grim-faced people in actual real-life events, like a professional baseball game and also Good Morning America. But a fun fact about this film that many people may not know is this was actually supposed to be premiered on streaming on Paramount Plus. But after a really good test screening and reaction, they decided to actually give this an actual theatrical release. The film focuses on reality, false reality, physical abuse, past trauma, mental health, and above all, the mind. And I think the birthday scene was a really good scene to really show where the mind is really at and the whole sense of reality of the mind as well. And this film also brings up questions of mental health. Are we really doing enough for mental health patients? Is there really something else that we could be actually doing in the medical field? The film is also really effective in the jump scare department. Now, there was this one particular scene where I really did feel like a jump scare was coming, and it still got me anyway. And this film just felt very unsettling throughout the whole runtime. And I really haven't felt this way in a long time about a horror movie. I thought they did a really good job of having different vibes in here to really just make you really feel invested and really gripping into this movie. And really the whole score and music that is involved in this film, it's downright creepy, it's eerie, it's menacing throughout this whole runtime, and even when the first smile actually appears on screen. I just got straight goosebumps throughout this film. It's something that I really haven't experienced with a horror movie in a really long time, and I'm really glad I got to experience this in a theater because it was very effective. And I was sitting closer to the front too, so the screen, whole sound and everything, it was really loud. So I think it was really effective sitting a little bit closer for this film. The amount of suspense that is actually built up in this film, whereas someone is walking or talking or just driving or even in the hospital, you always feel like there's this eerie presence throughout this film, and there's always something going on. You always have this sense of emotion that this is not going to end well. And I have to give props to Sosie Bacon in this. Her performance is really good. You can really tell throughout this film that she's really crying out for help. You can really see it in her eyes. She has this exhaustion about her, and she just looks like she's getting deader by the minute. And I really did like seeing the effects that they did with her character throughout this film. I really like how this film has those fake me out moments. There is this one scene, I'm not going to give it away, but is with Sosie Bacon and Cal Penn. And it really did give me a little bit of small vibes of Drag Me to Hell. And I think when they do these fake me out moments, it really does make the film feel very effective. And it really makes you wonder what Rose's character is actually going to be doing at any given moment. And I think they did a really good job of keep creating suspense throughout this film. And I think in general, I think my audience, they really did enjoy this film. You hear people talking in between scenes and really just getting invested in the movie. And it was good because I really thought with my audience, because I had a pretty packed audience and a small screen here, I thought that they would be talking and not paying attention to the movie, but everybody seemed very invested in the story here. Having that effect on the audience really does speak volumes for the film itself. And I have to give a shout out to the person that actually did the score for this film, Christabel Tapia Dever. I hope I pronounced that right. I actually put this score on my Spotify playlist. It's one of those scores that really has stuck with me even after leaving the theater. Now that it is a day later, I still am thinking about all the sounds and all the eerie, menacing sounds that are in this film. There isn't an actual after credit scene with this film, but I think that you should actually stick around for the credits because the music that is actually involved in those credits, it's the most loud that it is in the entire film. And it's very interesting that they chose to do that. And lastly, as far as actual negatives for this film, I would say it's probably not the most original horror film ever, and there is some horror tropes that you'll see in this film, but I think in general, it doesn't really need the originality to really be a effective film here. I think Sosie Bacon, she really carries the film and the bulk of the film on her shoulders. And really her character is really interesting, and I really do like learning about the mind. I think the jump scares and many of the different cinematography and camera work in here, it really does carry the film and really speaks volumes to really carrying this film to the highest level that it can carry it to. So that's why I'm gonna give a score of this film a 5 out of 5. I think it's a fantastic film. I definitely can't wait to watch it again. It was very effective, and it's probably a horror film that I'll be talking about for a very long time in the years to come. But thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys on my next one.